Hey y'all, my name's Courtney and welcome to Depressed for a Living. I think that everyone who has battled with depression has definitely faced some hardships in the workplace. Today, I'm going to tell you my story. So for a while, I was managing content for a few blogs and websites, and I was loving it. I love creating content and being involved with the creative process of creating content, and I love working with people who are other content creators. It is one of my biggest passions. But I got overwhelmed pretty quick, and it all went south. And it started with one day and one particular post. So I was managing content for several places, like I said, and one day I got submitted a post for one of the places, and I was reading it and got extremely triggered. I know some people hate that word, but it's the best way to describe what happened to me. I felt myself delving into this person's story. I felt myself becoming this person because our stories were so similar. And it was about battling with depression, and I definitely started to feel these symptoms cycle through. And I knew that I needed to take a break that day, and I put my laptop down and I tried so hard to just calm down, bring myself where I needed to be, and work on some self-care. But let's be honest, when is that the only solution out there? Self-care is so important, but it's never enough for me to really control that in the moment. So the next day comes around and I have got to get some stuff done. I have some deadlines coming up. I've got to get some things out, and I can't do it. I sit there at the computer and the only thing that I can think of is reliving lines out of that blog post that I had read the day before. And the next day comes up and it's the same thing. Over and over and over for a month, until I got to the point that I wrote about 5 emails to each place that I was working for, attempting to quit because I couldn't handle it. And at the same time, my anxiety took over and I couldn't even send the emails. You don't understand how many emails I have sitting in my drafts list right now, still to those places, because I couldn't bring myself to click it. I worried about the friendships I was gonna break, and everything came crashing in, and my mind kept telling me, you're a failure because you can't even hit publish. It's not that difficult. And I couldn't bring myself out of it. I kept in this cycle of, you can't do this, you are a failure, this is so simple, why can't you do this? But about a year has gone by and I'm still doing a little bit of work for a couple of them here and there, but I can't bring myself to go full-time anymore, and I can't function doing certain things and reading certain things anymore, which really sucks when I loved that part of what I did for so long. I wrote my own blog. I was so happy sharing and talking, and I can't bring myself to do it anymore because it's such a detrimental weight on myself. I get so emotionally burnt out and I don't know how to cope with it. And I think that we've all been there. I think we've all dealt with depression, and you know, it's something that everyone's like, go for a walk, do this, do that, and you'll feel better, but you don't. It doesn't make it better. And I think that everyone who has dealt with depression has definitely faced some of that in the workplace, and some of the symptoms have affected their work. And this is just a place for us to share our stories and talk about it and just get it out there. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe down below and click that like button so that you don't miss out on videos like this one. And it's really going to be a great place to know you're not alone. Bye.